Hello everyone, Arun Venugopal of WNYC here. It's my pleasure to introduce the Center for Traditional Music and Dances series, Beat of the Boroughs, NYC Online. This online series features over 50 of New York's leading traditional instrumentalists, dancers, singers, poets, and more. From Mongolia to Haiti, Colombia to the Gambia, among many others, they remind us how the strength of our country lies in its embrace of diversity and immigration. We want to celebrate these remarkable members of the New York community in these challenging times. So please enjoy these 50 programs, share them with your friends, and spread the word. Enjoy the show.
Hi, my name is Medhini Lokuhewa. I'm a senior dancer for the Sri Lankan Dance Academy of NY. I'm 26 years old and I was born and raised in Staten Island, New York. Both my parents are from Sri Lanka, so I was raised as a Sri Lankan even though we were living so far from home. So I've been dancing with SLDA for about 14 years now. The Sri Lankan Dance Academy of NY basically focuses on Sri Lankan traditional dancing, which is called Kandyan dancing. So in Sri Lanka, there's 3 types of main dances, Udrata, Pahatarata, and Sabaragama. Udrata is more up-country dancing, and Pahatarata is low-country dancing, and Sabaragama is more in the middle. What we mainly focus on is Udrata dancing in our classes. Our classes are held in Snug Harbor in Staten Island, New York. And it's every Sunday, so basically every week we go in for about 4 hours and we learn all the basic routines, basic styles, basic steps as a warm-up. And then later on we focus on certain dances if we have performances. So when I started dancing, I was dancing since I was 5. But then I got shy and I quit. Then after that, one of my friends, her mom basically told me to come back. So she dragged me to class, and ever since then I never stopped dancing. So I started when I was 12, and ever since then I haven't stopped. I've just been going to classes every Sunday. So SLDA provides many types of classes. We have drumming classes, and then we obviously have dance classes, and the dance classes vary by age. So we have as young as 3 years old to as old as like 34, 35. Dependent on your age is how you're put into each class, and also by experience. So if you've been dancing for a long time, you would most likely dance with the seniors, and if you're a beginner, you would start dancing with one of the juniors. So my favorite style of dance is Pahatarata, which is low country dancing. I think that's because it ties into where my father's from. He's from Mathura, which is basically the southern portion of Sri Lanka. And around that area, all you hear are the Pahatarata drums, and the drum is very distinct. So when I hear those sounds in class, it gets me motivated, it gets me hyped to dance. When I first started dancing, I learned under Tanya De Silva. She's the founder of SLDA. And after a while, I learned under Vitani Solanka and then Nisha Hitirachi, and currently I'm learning under Dilhan Pinnagada. So if I can take one thing from each teacher, with Tanya Auntie, I think it's to always be mindful of the basic necessities in Kandyan dancing, like keeping your feet in a V shape, making sure you're in our main position, which is a mandia. So every time I dance, I feel like I always hear her voice in my head telling me, make sure this is that, and make sure your feet is in the right position. So she's always in my head when I dance. With Ritani Auntie, she helped me build my stamina. When she was teaching every class, we would do at least like an hour and a half like warm-ups, and that helped me build my stamina. So now I'm able to dance like 10-15 minute performances without any hassle. With Nishaki, she kind of brought my femininity to dance. Everyone else was more hardcore dancers, and she helped me be graceful when I dance. She also brought light into Pahatharata dancing, because every time she would perform or have a performance, she would also do low country dancing. So watching her, it shed light for me. With my current teacher, Dilhan, I feel like he always taught me how to think outside the box when it comes to dancing. That Kandyan dance is not the only dancing there is in the world. There is so many other art forms, and to always tie into Kandyan dancing with other forms, so like ballet, jazz, contemporary, always kind of fuse the dance styles together, so it would be like a better production, I guess. Besides learning from my teachers, I feel like I learned a lot by just dancing with all the girls that I dance with. Dancing alongside them, they've taught me so much, how to build confidence on the stage, how to move in certain ways, how to express myself in certain dances. So they definitely helped me be the dancer that I am today. I like to dance because I feel the most confident when I'm dancing. It helps me, it helps me forget about all my problems that I have in my regular life, whether it comes from school, parents, friends, work. I feel like all of that goes away when I dance. It helps me be me. Every time I step foot into the dance studio, I feel like I just leave everything behind, and I'm just myself. For those 3-4 hours, that's all I am. I'm just a dancer. So it helps me definitely cope with a lot of things in my life. So I think my favorite production would be Pahimpat. So our Pahimpat is like a graduation or a stepping up ceremony for dancers. And we did that in like 2013. So it was basically our first like main production that we've ever done in our dance careers. It's very exciting, very emotional time. We would practice for like 8 hours, like Saturdays, and then another like 6-7 hours on Sundays, getting closer to the show. So just all of that, I felt like all of us became really close. We had a huge bond at that time, and it was just a very exciting time. So I think that's my most favorite production. My most exciting performance was in 2019. We were invited to dance at Lincoln Center in New York, and that's a huge platform. So any dancer that can even go there to perform is a huge deal. So getting that opportunity, I felt so blessed, and to dance on the stage with my gurus and my fellow dancers, it was definitely a moment to remember. Um, if you had no experience in dancing, it's totally fine. We all started somewhere. But to explain what Kandyan dancing is, it's very rigid, very structured dancing. It's very powerful, actually. For any person, even if you're not a dancer, if you hear the get a better drums, you would just want to dance, even if you're not a dancer. So I don't think that anyone needs dance experience to join our classes. I think that if you have the motivation, if you have the will to dance, you should come join us. So I try not to have dance affect my day-to-day life. I feel like my day-to-day life affects my dancing. So dance classes every Sunday, like I said before. But I feel like if I didn't have dance, I would not be able to do my other daily activities like studying, go to work, hang out with friends. I feel like dance makes my whole life balance, have some kind of balance towards my life. So a future goal that I have when it comes to dancing is to never stop. I want to continue it as long as I can walk, basically. Another goal is to maybe teach in the future and have my own class, or even have a class with one of my former dance classmates.
Will I ever stop dancing? I really highly, highly doubt it. I think over these years of performing and dancing, it has just made me realize that I want to do this till I can't anymore, till my legs start giving out and I'm like wheelchair bound or something. I don't think I will ever stop until that point. After dancing for all these years, I not only dance Kandyan dancing, I also dance kind of like contemporary to Sri Lankan music, to Indian music, Bollywood, and that's another part of me and my dance life. So sometimes Sri Lankan artists would come down to perform in New York, and we would have the opportunity to perform with them on stage for certain songs that they sing. And it's a great opportunity. It's definitely different from what I do on my normal Sundays with SLDA. But I think I like that balance of the different dances that I can do throughout the year. It's definitely worthwhile. And I think that those performances, I feel like they make me a better dancer, and the dancer that I am today, actually. Sometimes, we dance on very, very small stages, and sometimes we dance on huge stages. And, I'm definitely blessed to dance on any platform that I have the opportunity of dancing to. I've danced, duets. I've danced with small groups, large groups. I've been blessed to even dance with my gurus at Lincoln Center. So those opportunities, I don't think I will ever forget. And yeah, I don't think I will ever stop dancing. What has dance taught me? Definitely our gurus have taught us respect. They have taught us many traditions of the Sri Lankan culture, which is great because there are many things that we have not even seen or heard of living, all the way in America. And even if we do visit Sri Lanka, we can't really see every little detail. So having them teach us about all these things is definitely rewarding in my aspect. Respect, they have taught us tremendously how to respect, our parents, making sure we respect one another, any person that we come across. They kind of embed the respect, even respecting our gurus, of course. When we come to class, before we dance, we touch their feet as a form of respect. And even when we end class. And I think holding those traditions you know, it gives us very valuable life lessons for our future, or even in our past, teaching us what we should and should not do. So I think, you know, dance class is not just about dancing. I've learned a lot of valuable things from them.
So you've heard about my life and my dance life. So this is one of the current dance pieces that I've been working on.